handheld guns after the ammunition was reported to have been targeted somewhere in the country. The Russian army used the MSTA's guns following the attack. Emergency services were seen tending to a fire at a kindergarten and some residential buildings in Ukraine. The fire was reported in the city of Golovka in Donetsk Oblast. Attempts of Russian forces making the effort to cross unidentified river somewhere in Ukraine were reportedly foiled by Ukrainian forces. Artillery units of the country's military were used to carry the attack out. A drone of 503 separate battalion of Marine Corps was shared from Ukraine. The drone was seen dropping directly above the structure, presumably housing Russian soldiers. Ukrainian fighters were seen shooting down a Russian tank with a handheld anti-tank gun, namely Enclaw, in the country. The attack of the gun could be seen having struck the tank directly. Ukrainian media sources shared footage of the current situation of the Azovstal plant in Mariupol. The effect of the damage delivered was seen in massive amounts of smoke emanating from the plant. Several civilians were killed in Kharkiv region attempting to evacuate from a frontline village. Kharkiv Regional Prosecutor's Office said in a statement that at least 4 people were killed when a convoy of 15 cars tried to evacuate the Kharkiv near Stalistav village.
Terrorists came to this very place. They shot at him from a very close range. He received some 4 multiple gunshot injuries.
What was his fault? Was the fact that he was a Hindu? And was his religion the reason that a meritorious, diligent young man has been killed? That he chose to work for the nation instead of picking a gun against the nation?
Nation wants to know the Gyanvapi truth.
खुल्लम-खुल्ला उसने न्यायाधीश द्वारा ऑर्डर कर दिया गया कि ब्रैकेटिंग के अंदर ताला खोलकर या ताला तोड़कर जिलाधिकारी कराएंगे। जो इसमें विरोध करेगा उस पर FIR तक दर्ज हो जाएगा, मुकदमे दर्ज हो सकते हैं।
Arnab debates at 9 p.m.
From the Mumbai studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Arnab Goswami on the debate at 9. Presented by Amity University. Powered by RP Sanjeev Goenka Group and NECC.
Good evening and welcome. Yesterday, the 70-odd-year-old congressman Shashi Tharoor, who despite all his years, despite his 7 decades, refuses to accept a Hindu genocide in Kashmir, that same Tharoor celebrated the ban on a film that showed the reality about the targeted killing of Hindus in the Kashmir Valley. And today, a Hindu Kashmiri pundit, less than half of Tharoor's age, was killed inside a government office by Lashkar terrorists. Honestly, viewers, these pictures on your screen, while Rahul Bhatt was being taken in, I'll play them again, of Rahul Bhatt fighting to live. In his last moments, those pictures where he traveled 18 kilometers fighting for his life to be brought to the Srinagar hospital, the pictures of Rahul fighting to live there. And then the pictures of his body being brought out in a stretcher 1 hour later. I hope these pictures will make people like Tharoor and Mehbooba Mufti realize that the people of India, tired of the Owaisi, Tharoor, Mehbooba type of hypocrisy, are in no mood to listen to their rubbish anymore. For Rahul Bhatt died serving the country. And people like Tharoor and Mehbooba don't even have the guts or honesty to accept what the Hindus of Kashmir have gone through. That what the Hindus of Kashmir have suffered is reality and not fiction. Ask them. Ask these hypocrites tonight why they won't call the killers of Kashmiri pundits cowards. Ask them, viewers. Ask them everywhere. Ask them in every forum you can. Ask Tharoor why he won't accept that there was a Hindu genocide. And in fact, if I can be more direct, whether Sunanda Pushkar, his wife who died in very mysterious circumstances, a Kashmiri Pandit herself felt as strongly about the Hindu genocide as I do or you do, ladies and gentlemen. Ask Mehbooba, ask her. Why out of the 6 or 7 people in the office where Rahul Bhatt was working today, only one. And that is Rahul Bhatt, a Hindu. Rahul Bhatt, a Kashmiri Pandit Hindu, was killed. And ask Omar, the dynast who carries government and taxpayer paid security shamelessly wherever he goes, and yet who questions the same security forces. Ask that Omar Abdullah who deserved security more. I ask you Omar, who deserved security more, you, Mehbooba, or Rahul Bhatt? And ask that Omar whether Rahul was killed because he was a Hindu. Let Omar and Mehbooba and Tharoor and Owaisi all tweet today, yes, Rahul Bhatt was killed because he was a Hindu. And yet some people ask me, why does Republic talk about Hindu phobia? What is Hindu phobia? Well, we talk about Hindu phobia because we have the guts to talk about Hindu phobia. And because Hindu phobia manifests itself in many forms every single day, if you care to see. And because the people of India know that we speak from our heart. The death of Rahul Bhatt, the murder, the killing, the assassination, the targeted killing of Rahul Bhatt, yet another Hindu in Kashmir, should wake us all up, ladies and gentlemen, about who the real enemies of the nation are. The real enemies of the nation are those who tell you that there has been no Hindu genocide. The real enemies of the nation are those who say Kashmiri Pandits complain too much, the movie should be banned. And they say this because they get a few votes spreading that lie. They are the real enemies of the nation. Ladies and gentlemen, let's debate tonight. But let's also grieve. Let's feel the sorrow, but let's more than the sorrow, feel the anger. The anger of 35-year-old Rahul Bhatt being shot dead, a Kashmiri Pandit working in the Kashmir Valley. That's debate number 2 tonight. And debate number 1 this evening. Let's also say to ourselves, yes, we want to know, we deserve to know, and we shall know the truth about what Aurangzeb did while breaking the temple and building the mosque, as some people say. We want to know the Gyanvapi truth. We do, we shall. And debate number 3 this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, I come to you with a packed show as usual. Why oppose the anthem in madrasas? Isn't what Yogi is doing absolutely fantastic? That's debate number 3, and here are the headlines this Thursday evening on the Debate Tonight. Gyanvapi truth will be out. The survey will continue to find out the reality about what is inside the mosque. Only a survey has been ordered. Parties begin fear-mongering. Why are they jittery about what the truth is? From Babri comparisons to questioning even the judiciary, all-out political slugfest begins. We're debating it tonight.
कुछ नहीं पता है अभी शायद मैं चले जाऊँ क्या पता है
Kashmiri Pundit Rahul Bhatt shot dead by terrorists, killed for being a Hindu. Anger across India over the murder of Rahul Bhatt. Kashmiri Pundits say, stop treating us as just a statistic. And national anthem will ring loud across all the madrasas in Uttar Pradesh. Why are some questioning the move? And ladies and gentlemen, the court has given a green flag to the survey of the Gyanvapi Mosque. The lobby, it can peddle propaganda to peddle fear all they want. But the truth about Indian history will be out. The Gyanvapi truth will be known to all. Let's debate.
What started with 5 women asking to be allowed to pray at the Shringar Gauri, a Hindu shrine behind the Gyanvapi Mosque adjacent to the famous Kashi Vishwanath temple in Varanasi.
देखिए 4 प्रेयर्स हमारी जो थी, एक तो 22 कमरों को खोलने की बात थी, उनको देखने की बात थी क्या है, फैक्ट फाइंडिंग कमेटी बनाने की बात थी, दूसरा जो मोनूमेंट एक्ट है 1951 का उसको रीवेरीफाई और उसको समझने की फिर से ज़रूरत, मैंने कहा था कि उसको रीवेरीफाई करने की ज़रूरत है। चौथा ये था कि जो वॉल्स को परमानेंट वॉल्स के थ्रू ब्लॉक कर दिया गया, उन वॉल्स को फिर से खोलने की ज़रूरत है और उसको अंदर देखने की ज़रूरत है।
Turned into a face-off with the Anjuman Intejamia Masjid refusing to allow a survey at the Gyanvapi Mosque.
नहीं, मुस्लिम गैर मुस्लिम का तो कोई सवाल ही यहाँ पैदा नहीं होता है। यहाँ जो कुछ भी है मस्जिद है, आपने मस्जिद का कोई मुकदमा ही नहीं किया है, तो जब मस्जिद का मुकदमा नहीं है तो मस्जिद के बारे में आप क्यों जाएंगे वहाँ पे?
And amidst heavy security deployment and top cops on location, the Gyanvapi order was dictated and read out to the courtroom.
The Varanasi court gave its verdict on Gyanvapi, clearly saying that the survey will continue and the reports need to be filed before the 17th of May. Now, the court has also said that the basement to the Gyanvapi Mosque needs to be opened at any cost. The locks will be opened through keys or they shall be broken, but the survey will continue.
The verdict has opened the gates to unravel the Gyanvapi truth, the truth of what stood on the land before the Mughal era.
जो आज तक ग्राउंड का, जीरो ग्राउंड का जो है वो सारी इस वस्तु स्थिति नहीं आ पाती थी बाहर, उसका निरीक्षण नहीं होने देना चाहते थे। बाहरी व्यक्ति या विशेषकर हिंदू उसमें प्रविष्ट ही नहीं हो पाते थे, न उसका वीडियोग्राफी हो पाता था, न फोटोग्राफी हो पाता था। उसका प्रॉपर निरीक्षण हो करके, वीडियोग्राफी हो करके, फोटोग्राफी हो करके सारी वस्तु स्थिति न्यायालय के समक्ष आए और पूरे देश की जनता उसे देखे कि उनके साथ क्या हुआ है।
But while one section is welcoming the verdict,
ज्ञानवापी मामले में जिस प्रकार से माननीय कोर्ट ने जो आदेश दिया है बहुत ही सराहनीय, मैं इसका सराहना करता हूं, इसका स्वागत करता हूं। और उसी तरह से उन्होंने कमिश्नर को हटाने से मना कर दिया है और ये कहा है कि कमिश्नर वही रहेंगे और दोबारा जांच शुरू होगा।
Not all feel the same way.
Where are you leading this country to? As a nation, didn't we have enough of post-demolition Babri Masjid and after demolition? The whole country was engulfed in communal riots, bloodshed. What do you want to happen? This is nothing but opening another issue on the lines of Babri Masjid.
कि जैसे ही बाबरी मस्जिद खत्म होगा ज्ञानवापी मस्जिद के ऊपर ये लोग अटैक करेंगे। वो उन्होंने किया, उनका नेचर है, क्योंकि उनको डेवलपमेंट के नाम से कोई वोट नहीं दे रहा आजकल, मुल्क की तरक्की के नाम से कोई वोट नहीं दे रहा है। मुल्क का इकोनॉमी कहाँ से कहाँ चला गया उसके ऊपर उनको ध्यान नहीं है। उनको कुछ स्टेट अपने अंडर में करना है।
The fact is, all a survey does is scientifically put down the facts on the table. Why is there a reluctance to face the facts? It's time the nation knows the Gyanvapi truth. Let's debate.
And ladies and gentlemen, joining me on the debate this evening, the Gyanvapi verdict is out. The order is clear. We should all be very, very happy because the truth will come out and there will be a survey on the 17th of May. And why not? Why should the Gyanvapi truth not be out? Let's debate this tonight. I don't understand actually. There's no debate. It's open and shut case. The Gyanvapi truth will be out. If there is a temple, the prayers should resume. Hindus should not be denied their right to offer their prayers at a place which is centuries and thousands of years old. It's simple as that, okay? And but I want to listen to the other side because I am a Democrat in the debate. And as the Democrat, I will first give the opportunity to Advocate Mujibur Rahman and then Abbas Haidar, Tala Amir Rashidi of the Rashtriya Ulema Council and Shahid Ali of the United Muslim Front. And Prafulla Ketkar, editor of Organizer, Sadhvi Pragya Bharti, who's a well-known Hindu scholar. I saw debating at the 6 p.m. Mahabharat show on Republic Bharat, very feisty. And Rizwan Ahmad, an Islamic scholar, and Sanju Verma, a national spokesperson of the BJP. Now tell me, the Gyanvapi truth should be out. Ladies and gentlemen, I want your tweets to come out. Were there Hindu idols on the back of the wall? I'm not saying there were, but I want to know. And like me, many, millions, crores of practicing Hindus in this country will want to know. You understand? And I'm not saying that tomorrow you go to Sadhvi Pragya Bharti, whatever she says has to be the truth. No. I'm saying let the survey team go, let the archaeologists go, let the scientific evidence comes out. What are people scared of? What are people scared of? Advocate Mujibur Rahman, what are they scared of? Tell me. What is the fear? The truth will come out.
No, truth will not come out, but it will just demolish the fabric, social fabric of the nation, and it will just divide the communities on hatred. Yes.
How? Prayers were offered regularly there. I want to ask you.
How?
Sadhvi Pragya Bharti, as far as I know.
In the past 100 years ago, 200 years ago, centuries ago, to find out the truth and dig out. Civilizations change, time change, places changed. It's a nature of change. It's a nature.
No, I want to know. I want to know.
You cannot go thousands of
I want to know whether. I want to know. I want to know a few things. I want to know a few things. You know, I'll tell you one thing. Well, listen to me. Listen to me. I'll tell you a few things. Unfortunate thing about my generation. Let me tell you one thing. Okay. Now I studied in a Kendriya Vidyalaya. Okay, and before that, whatever curriculum you did, ICSE, CBSE, you would be taught about history. Problem in this country was 45% of Indian history, Sadhvi Pragya Bharti, was Mughal history. Almost 50%. If there are 5 chapters, 2.5 chapters, yes. Mughals are great, Mughals are this, Mughals are tolerant, Mughals are beautiful, Mughals brought architecture, Mughals brought culture, Mughals brought water, Mughals invented the air, Mughals did everything. We were nothing before the Mughals. Now I want to know the truth about the Mughals and whether the fanatic and bigoted Aurangzeb destroyed a temple to build a mosque. Simple. I'm not saying, am I saying you destroyed a temple? No. I'm saying did Aurangzeb destroy the temple? That's all. Sadhvi Pragya Bharti is on the debate. Sadhvi Pragya Bharti.
Temple. No single.
Yeah, Arnab, see, the name itself says Gyanvapi. Gyanvapi is a Sanskrit word. It doesn't come from Urdu, Arabic, Mongolian or Farsi language. Gyanvapi is a Sanskrit word. Gyan is knowledge and Vapi is well. So the knowledge of well is Gyanvapi. I would like to ask this gentleman, can you please tell me when you have a name named in Sanskrit, where you have a mosque named in Sanskrit, can you please tell me there is no mosque which has such Sanskrit name, first of all, and secondly, I would also like to tell you the historical fact about it. Aurangzeb
came the history of Gyanvapi
and attacked Kashi Vishwanath temple in 1664 and got defeated badly by Naga sadhus, and what he did to the Gyanvapi was he threw our Indian idols, he threw our Hindu idols in the Vapi, in the well, and that is how it turned into a dumping ground. जिसको आज हम तहखाना बोल रहे हैं. It is not a तहखाना, it is a garab graha, where we have our Hindu idols. And we have the right, we have the right for the puja, for the worship, to perform our rituals and prayers. I know we have the rights. We asked them, they did not agree to it. And then we went to the court, they had problem in it.
You do not know the history.
Ordered. Videographic survey, they again had the problem. And today it is a big win for all of us. Today court strictly ordered. And now they are bound to support us. But I would like to say, अरे इतना क्या लीगल लेंदी हैसल में पड़ना है, बड़ा दिल रखिए और दे दीजिए हमको, इसमें क्या दिक्कत है? जब सच निकलेगा सबके सामने, when the truth will finally come out that the mandir was demolished and the mosque was built there on the mandir which was already there.
Thank you.
Why to put ourselves in lengthy legal hassle? Why not give it amicably and respectfully?
Yeah, I don't understand why not. You know, the issue is, now the thing is this is, see Shahid Ali, and I don't know why some people want to create communal trouble over issues like this. It's a legal issue. It's not a communal issue. If there is logic in what she's saying, then her logic is not good enough. You see, Shahid, I won't agree with her because of her logic. I'm saying that don't believe Sadhvi Pragya Bharti. Let's say she's uttering falsehoods. But let us accept what scientific evidence comes out. No. Now you don't be unreasonable, Shahid and Tala Amir Rashidi. I'm saying I don't believe her. But if the scientific evidence has to come out, the scientific evidence has to come out. You understand, Shahid Ali? Now if the scientific evidence comes out and then also you say, go to hell. What kind of an approach is that? Yes, Mr. Rashidi, what's your problem?
But the due legal process.
I want one at a time. Sanju, 1 minute. Yes, Mr. Rashidi, what's your problem?
The objection here is not with the scientific development or scientific research. The due legal process should be followed. That is the question. The lawsuit in question is invalid in itself.
Agree with you.
The lawsuit should not have been accepted by the
Agree
Supreme
with you,
Court.
Rashidi. Mr. Tala Amir Rashidi, listen to me. Mr. Rashidi, you and I don't need to say one more word to each other because listen to me, Mr. Rashidi. Mr. Rashidi, listen to me. I have never been in agreement with anyone as much in my life as I am with you this point. The legal process must be followed. Then let it be followed. What is this obstruction? Aane nahi denge, band kar denge, maar denge. What is that approach? Sanju is on the debate. Sanju.
Give me 30 seconds.
No, I'm not giving you 30 seconds. She's responding now. After that, I'm coming back to you. Sanju is responding to you now. No, your 30 seconds up. Sanju is on the debate. Wait, Rashidi, wait. Sanju is on the debate. Then after that, you come back.
Okay, thank you, Arnab. Arnab, I just want to say one thing. You know, when the Allahabad High Court said that the 22 locked rooms of the Taj Mahal will not be opened, the same lobby which is today saying that Hindus should not be allowed to offer prayers 365 days a year at the Gauri Shringar temple, they erupted with joy, hailing the Allahabad High Court judgment to not open those 22 locked rooms. Look at the hypocrisy of this entire lobby. You believe the High Court when it suits you. Please, now I did not interrupt you. The Allahabad High Court has upheld the Varanasi Civil Court judgment not once, but on 6 different occasions. 18th August 2021, 5th April 2022, 8th April 2022, 21st April 2022, 26th April 2022, and then yet again today, clearly saying that videography has to be allowed and survey has to be carried out in the basement. I will quickly end by saying one thing. What is the other side saying? The other side is saying...
You are lying. You are seriously lying, strictly lying, misquoting the High Court.
The other side is saying this is against the Places of Worship Act 1991. What does the Places of Worship Act say? It says you cannot change the religious character of a place. Now tell me, if Hindus offer prayer 365 days a year, how does the character of Gyanvapi Mosque or the Gauri Shringar temple change? Plus, who decides what is the character? Is the character entirely a masjid or the character entirely a temple or the character a temple plus a masjid
Fantastic argument. Fantastic argument. Now my point is taking off from there. Taking off from there. 1 minute. Mr. Rashidi, I want to just give me 1 minute, please. You will understand. I am a proponent of true secularism. I hate fake and pseudo secular people. I believe in true secularism. Okay. Now what is true? What is that? Very good question. Okay. Since you asked me the question, I'll tell you. I'll tell you what it is not. I'll tell you what it is not. So ask me the question now. Pearls of wisdom will come your way in tight nuggets. The point number 1 is, what is true secularism? Sanju says, let us be open-minded. Let us assume, Shahid, Rizwan, that there was a temple which was broken by that bigoted, fanatic, intolerant, anti-Hindu person who called himself an emperor called Aurangzeb. Now, no. Why? Are you Aurangzeb fan? Please don't respond. I'm calling Aurangzeb what I want. Are you Aurangzeb fan? Are you an Aurangzeb fan? I'm not. I can call Aurangzeb what the hell I want. He was a bigot.
Why are you so much?
I'm not against. I'm calling him a bigot. It's a description. What do you want me to call him? Santa Claus? Listen to me now. The question is simple. Suppose I lose my train of thought. Rizwan, okay, only Rizwan and Shahid. Suppose there was a temple which was broken down and it was made into a mosque, and suppose there is historical and archaeological evidence which comes today that there was a temple there, which means that 1194, before that, not only Aurangzeb, even that other bigot, what's his name, Muhammad Ghori, Muhammad Ghori had also destroyed the Gyanvapi Kashi Vishwanath temple, historical records. So we say that there was a temple which was broken and it has been replaced by a mosque. Now if the Hindus say, Rizwan, can we have the right to pray? Nobody is saying, is Sadhvi Pragya saying destroy the mosque? No. Is Sanju Verma saying destroy the mosque? No. But let us be truly secular. Let us not be so selfish and say we will not allow the Hindus the right to pray in a place which is so meaningful to them.
No.
So Rizwan, my point is, let there be prayer.
No, Arnab, thank you so much.
Yeah, Rizwan, go on.
The point is, why are you asking for Sanju or you being politically correct and asking for only prayers? Let us believe that all the right-wing historians are liars and all the left-wing historians are liars. It is 2022. Have a survey, have a panel of experts.
Correct.
To whom they decide this thing belongs, it should go to him completely, absolutely.
Totally.
Why in bits and pieces? Number one. Number two, if Muslims are arguing for a mosque, they should first go to the Supreme Court to repeal the order of 1984, Ismail Faruqi, 1994, where the Honorable Supreme Court observed that the mosque is not an integral part of Muslims or Islam, and in 2018 the Supreme Court reiterated it. Number two. Number three, as a lawyer, 1991 Places of Religious Act, for God's sake, I am repeating this ad nauseum on channels. It says, Section 3, no person can change the character of the place of worship. Person, for God's sake, person. It does not say state. The state can kill a person who has committed a crime, but a person cannot kill a person who has committed a crime. A person cannot change the character of the place. The government or the state can change the character of the place. Read Section 3 again, Arnab.
No, so what are you suggesting? I mean, you're for the survey, right? I mean, let's have a survey. So I agree with you. Shahid, I feel there's an overreaction, So much excitement about a survey. Why? What is there?
Survey?
There's an overreaction.
I am for the survey.
I don't know. What is this overreaction? Kuch chupa ke rakhna hai kya? Is there something to hide? No. Can you hide it? If there is something inside that complex which is thousands of years old, आप उसमें ताला लगे रखेंगे क्या शाहिद भाई? वो तो आएगी सामने. आने दीजिए.
अरे अर्नब एनडी तिवारी साहब भी तो डीएनए से डर रहे थे ना. अर्नब एनडी तिवारी साहब भी तो डीएनए से डर रहे थे ना. आपको भी पता है क्यों डर रहे थे, मुझे भी पता है क्यों डर रहे थे.
मैं कह रहा हूं जो भी बात हो, as they say in Hindi beautifully, let milk be milk and water be water. Now tell me, Shahid Ali, what's the problem?
We are in a country which is run by rule of law.
Section 45 Indian Evidence Act application on last year was allowed by the court.
Allow him, Sanju, allow him. Sanju, allow him, please, allow him. Let him build his argument and then let's contradict it, please. It's a beautiful debate tonight, yeah.
Directing the scientific survey, last year, the learned civil judge had allowed the application. That order was stayed by Honorable High Court of Allahabad. So there is no question of conducting surveys or scientific survey as we people have been discussing. There is undoubtedly an order of the court for video photography. That order has to be respected by all, whether we like the order, we do not like the order. But we should refrain from making comments against the Act of 1991, Place of Worship Act. Ask Mr. Modi to repeal the Act. There is no problem. But I would like to make here a point very clear that when in Parliament the bill of 1991 was introduced, Place of Worship Act, then all BJP members were against the bill.
I take a camera, listen to me, I take a camera and I switch on the camera and I start recording. I go into the premises, I videograph the premises and I peacefully come out. I am not carrying with me a bulldozer or a hammer. I am not going to demolish the mosque. I am going to videograph the premises. So the survey is to videograph the premises. Why are you overreacting, Baba? What will the camera catch which you are so scared of?
The objection is not for the survey. We need to understand that, Arnab. The objection is not against the survey. We have no problem in videographing.
Whether the order...
Arnab, I need to come in quickly, please.
The order
I need to come in for 15 seconds, Arnab. You need to understand this.
I don't understand.
It has to be complied with by all. If you have any grievance, we can...
I want to tell you viewers, I want to tell you Tala and Shahid, okay, prosecute me if I am wrong. Prosecute me if I am wrong and listen to me, Shahid, listen. Prosecute me, but listen, I am asking you.
The bizarre aspect is that.
My point is, can I ask Prafulla Ketkar one question? He's not even come to the debate. Prafulla, listen, let us not become intolerant people. This is not about demolition. Don't fearmonger. Owaisi is talking through his hat. The problem is Owaisi does not know what the hell he is talking about. The fact of the matter is, the survey is to check the feasibility of regular prayer rights, not land rights transfer. Prafulla Ketkar does not want to become the owner of the land. Prafulla Ketkar wants to go as a practicing Hindu and have the right to pray. So you people are lying. Lying.
No, in fact...
Prove me wrong. Prafulla.
See, Arnab, let's put the facts in perspective. Everybody here, from the other side starts with rule of law, but they forget the fact that they applied mobocracy to stop the survey just 4 days back. The same commissioner was supposed to go there.
Friday, there were people gathered around there to offer Friday prayers. There was no mobocracy.
Don't make false arguments. There were arguments even in the studio that a non-Muslim cannot go for the survey. So don't make this. Otherwise, today's hearing was not necessary.
No, one of us is lying today. One of us is lying. I'm going to carry out a polygraph test. 1 minute. You should. I'm going to carry out a live polygraph test. I want to bring in Abbas Haider on the polygraph. Abbas, please come. And my question to you is, there are 5 women. They are women devotees. What are they asking for? You tell me, Abbas. Come on. These women, 5 women, okay? Why did they file a petition in 2021, April 26th, on the basis of which the survey was ordered by the Varanasi Civil Court? What were they asking for?
See, I've been saying this, that nobody can defy the law.
No, I don't know why. I don't want to know what you're saying. I want to know what the 5 women were asking for. Because you have made these 5 women look like intolerant, absolutely rabid, crazy fanatics who want to destroy the mosque. I want you to tell the people live on the program on my polygraph test, what are they asking for?
I'll speak if you let me to.
What are the women asking?
Today is see, there was apprehension, there were reservation from one side, the respondent side. Now they have been cleared.
No. What were the 5 women asking for? I repeat, you are going to fail it. One more time I'll give you, otherwise. Prafulla, is he answering the question? Prafulla, is he answering the question? I'm saying, what are the 5 women asking for? Prafulla, he's ducking my question. He's not telling me the answer.
So this is what I'm asking.
Simply because even after knowing that Shringar Gauri.
Now the thing is,
Shringar Gauri prayer is significant, and the local women have prayed that they want to have this right throughout the year. What is the problem?
I don't understand. It will be so. It will be Abbas. Abbas, I want to tell you, viewers, is my personal view on this. And let me tell you this, please. Okay? Please let me tell you. You know, Banaras is not just the oldest city in the world. It has great meaning to a lot of us, including me personally. Okay? Some of us, we wear this black thread we had around our hands is a mark of our respect and allegiance to Kashi Vishwanath and all the temples of the great city of Banaras. My question is only this. Please don't give this feeling. You know, I'm telling you, Mujib, please come. Don't try and break the country. How beautiful it will be, Mujib, if within the mosque complex, Hindus are also praying. It will be the ultimate symbol of Indian secularism. It will be beautiful.
Arnab,
no, I don't understand why you people
Arnab,
why some of you are saying, oh, there's a Babri Masjid all over again. It's not. It's not. No, I have proven tonight. It's not. You tell me today, the lawyer for the mosque management committee has said there is no removal of the mosque sought. You show me one person today who is saying remove the mosque. Show me one. The case in the court is not about the removal of the mosque.
Arnab,
no, the case in court is not about the removal of the mosque. The case in court is not about the removal of the mosque. You will have to say it because a lot of rubbish is being spread on Twitter. Please say it. Please don't say what is wrong. You are on oath on my programs. Please speak the truth.
I got your point. I got your point. Now let me speak the truth. Yeah, now let me speak.
Speak.
I got your point. In Fatehpuri Masjid in Delhi, there is a tree and Hindus come there and do puja in Fatehpuri Mosque. We are doing it.
तो करो.
We are doing it.
तो करो.
In Fatehpuri Mosque.
So do it here. तो इसमें क्या बड़ी डील है? What is wrong with this
now
one?
The point is, you are
what is the point? What is the point?
Now let me finish.
No, what is the point here?
At least give me 30 seconds. Give me
as
30
an act of goodwill, they would have allowed
it.
Give
me 30 seconds to finish.
No, what is the mistake? I don't understand what you are saying.
I will not speak unless if you will keep interrupting me. I will not skip.
Okay.
At least give me 30 seconds to put my point. You people most of the panelists do not know the history.
I know the history like the back of my hand, sir.
Read the recommended history instead of Mastram's book. Do not read Mastram's books and read the authentic history. First thing is,
I won't read Oasis history.
Was not built by Aurangzeb, but it was built by Hindus themselves to honor, to respect, to welcome the great emperor Aurangzeb. And it was built in a corner beside a temple, and temple still exists there. Temple still exists there, and it was built in the 70s. Mr. Sanju, do not.
Okay, one minute. So what you are saying, Sanju, 1 minute. Sanju, 1 minute on the debate. I have a little problem with the audio. I'm fixing your audio to improve it and get you back into the debate. But 1 minute. Till then, Mujib is back on the debate. What you are telling me, let me pinch myself and listen to this. What he's saying, Sadhvi, Pragya Bharti, Mujib, what you are saying is, Mujib, what you are saying is, Mujib, what you are saying is, thank you very much. I don't know and I fear. I worry for you, Mujib. Firstly, I worry for you because I don't know where the hell you learnt your law. Because you're always weak on law. Now I'm even more worried because I don't know where on earth you learnt your history. Because what he's saying today, the great Aurangzeb came one day. And the great and the divine Aurangzeb came one day, and the Hindus came and said, "Oh Lord Aurangzeb, let us destroy our temple to please you." And Aurangzeb said, "Very good, destroy the temple with your bare hands." bare hands, and the Hindus said, we'll destroy the temple. Is there anything else we can do?
Temple still exists there. God. Temple still exists there.
So the survey is not archaeological in nature.
Arnab,
the survey is only intended
Lord
to...
Shiva made a well there. That is why it is called Gyanvapi. Arnab, I would also like to say something.
You must read
when
books.
he is calling Aurangzeb as the great emperor, I would like to tell you that in the light of past atrocities, present evidences that we are getting there, and the will of the majority of this welcoming and all-inclusive nation. Arnab, today on your channel, on Republic, I propose that the government of India should repeal the Places of Worship Act 1991. As we recently saw, our Honorable Prime Minister repealed the farm laws in the larger good of the nation to reclaim the cultural heritage of Bharat. Why can't we do it? And I hope all my Muslim brothers and sisters will readily accept it without any communal disturbance. Arnab, it is the high time. We must right the wrongs of the past. It is high time now.
Stop reading risalas from Nagpur. Stop reading.
What are you saying, gentlemen? Do you even know about the rich culture of India? Do you even know about the Vedic Sanskriti, the Sanatan Sanskriti of our country, of our nation, of our motherland? Do you even have an idea about it?
You do not know the Muslim.
You must read PNO books. You must read the books written by the rich historians.
You do not know the
Do you know
Muslim
the
culture
Sanskriti
of
of this nation? Do you know the Vedic Sanskriti, the Sanatan
Do you know
Sanskriti?
the Muslim
Answer
culture
me.
of this country? You do not know the contribution of Muslims
Arnab,
from the
it is
country.
high
Do you
time
know
we
the
must
Muslim
answer to their
contribution not
question.
for the country,
They
but for
always
the
talk
world?
about this
Do you
Act
know?
1991.
Do
Why
you
can't we
know?
repeal the Act? Why
Do
can't
you
our
know,
government
when
do
you
this?
was along with the RSS, the RSS and BJP, you people were along with the Britishers, we were fighting for the nation. Do you know? Do you know?
What are you saying? What are you saying?
If you want to know, go in
You were fighting with the Britishers and we were not fighting with the Britishers. Do you not know about Jhansi ki Rani? Do you not know how the freedom it started?
You were with the Britishers.
Do you not know about Mangal Pandey? Do you not know about the rich
the nation? You are betraying with the people
history
of the
of a country?
And we were
How can you even say this?
We sacrificed our lives.
What mindset do you have about the Indians and your country, India, where you are staying, where you are living?
You can find.
It shows.
Stop reading Nagpur Risalas. Stop
Okay, now
reading
I want to go to the fundamentals. I want to go to Sanju Verma and let's have a focused debate. I want to Sanju 1 minute, please, because the audio is not very clear. So Sanju will speak first, and after that Shahid can come in or Rashidi can come in. My question is this. My question is this. This survey is not archaeological in nature. What is the purpose of the survey, Shahid? It intends to ascertain logistical parameters to deliberate on the feasibility of regular worship at the Ma Shringar Gauri Sthal, which means it is only about the worship at the Ma Shringar Gauri Sthal. You tell Sanju in 30 seconds why Hindus should not be allowed the right to simply worship, not destroy or demolish a mosque or anything. Why they should not be allowed the right to worship? You tell me. You tell me. You tell me, Shai. Don't tell me, tell Sanju. I don't think he can hear me. Abbas, would you like to take that? Would you like to take that, Abbas? Or Rashidi take that? Rashidi take that? Rashidi take that?
See, I thought, so you want
Arnab,
to say that
the Hindus are already worshipping there. The Hindus are already worshipping there. On the fourth night of Navrat, there is a special puja being done there. So don't say that the Hindus are being blocked from worship.
What do you mean? Once in 30 days?
I need to respond to that, please.
What kind of horrible logic is that?
I need
Sanju
to
is responding, though his video is frozen. Yeah, Sanju is responding. Yeah, Sanju and Abbas. Sanju and Abbas. Sanju and Abbas. Switch. Thank you.
Okay. You know, the other argument that I want to give is that on the one hand, you keep propping up the Places of Worship Act 1991. By the same logic, why don't you believe in the Ancient Monuments and Archaeological Sites Act of 1951 and 1958, which have clearly said that Gyanvapi is an ancient monument and an archaeological site too. By that logic, no one can deny Hindus permission to offer prayers 365 days a year. The other argument is that in 1936, let me finish. Please, Mr. Shabab Ali, let me finish and you can come in. There is a famous case of 1936 Dean Mohammed versus Secretary of State, in which Dean Mohammed said that the entire Gyanvapi Mosque, the complex, the land, the courtyard belongs to Waqf. It's the Waqf property, and hence Hindus should never come and offer prayers. But do you know what? There was a judgment that came in 1937 where the court ruled that the entire complex does not belong to the Waqf board. And the main argument, let me finish. The main argument being given by your side is that this is the Waqf property. Hindus have no right to offer prayers. But the 1937 judgment says that this is not entirely a Waqf property. So legally, you're on very thin ice.
Now, Shahid, I want to go into the slightly more uncomfortable part right now, which you may not like, but I need to go into it. Shahid, Abbas, please come into the debate. I just want to tell you. I want to go into uncomfortable part right now. What you will cringe about. What you will cringe about. Are there not records? Shahid, please tell Prafulla Ketkar in Masiri Alamgiri of how in September of 1669 the Kashi Vishwanath temple was completely destroyed pursuant to a 9th April 1669 order by Aurangzeb to destroy all temples. Simple, straightforward question. Please, Abbas, tell me.
See, one thing, there is no dispute over the title, what you rightly said.
No, I am asking you, am I right or wrong? Am I right or wrong? Is it true that Aurangzeb said, I need to destroy all these temples? There are all infidels in this place. I need to destroy all the schools. I need to destroy all the Hindu schools. I need to destroy all the Hindu temples. Is it true or not?
See,
is it true or not?
These are historical
documents. Thank you. And is there a photograph to be even more specific? Is there a photograph by Samuel Bourne showing a well inside a mosque premises with ancient Hindu architecture?
Party in the Taj Mahal case, where High Court gave a judgment against Bharatiya Janata Party, there was a sardonic comment I would like to say what High Court gave, that this is not a matter of court but debate. So let us debate about high inflation in the country.
I'm discussing Gyanvapi. You want to change the subject. Prafulla is changing the subject. You want to escape in the last few minutes of the debate by changing the subject. I won't allow you. Prafulla is on the debate challenging you right now. You can't ignore recorded history.
Let the court decide.
Till now it was rule of law. Now suddenly it has become religion. That is the problem. See, Arnab, it is clear from the Farmans of Aurangzeb that he believed in the ideology of iconoclasm and kafirophobia. Iconoclasm where the idols have to be broken. And Gyanvapi is the classic case of this. People do not want to accept this. They want to hide this history. And somebody on your channel have a courage to say this, that he was a great emperor. Now this mindset is problematic, and that's why they don't allow worship there. So the point here is, there are some people who
Prafulla Ketkar is on the debate. Prafulla Ketkar.
Bury history, but they should remember the ideology of iconoclasm of Aurangzeb is the root cause of social cleavages and communal tension.
No, I think the point is
they should get rid of it.
No, the point truly is, Rizwan, I think I'll come to you and Mujibur Rahman. The problem is some people don't believe in the courts. What do you want? Do you want Sharia courts in this country? When the Babri Masjid verdict came out, when the Ayodhya verdict came out, instead of welcoming the verdict, some people said the nightmare has begun for Muslims in India. Why? Why are you anti-court? Is there anything that is being done which is anti the court, Mujib? If there is anything which is being done against the legal process, kindly tell us.
Arnab, let me reply. Because this phenomena is...
One of you, Mujib first.
I have to respond, please. Supreme Court didn't find out that Shri Ram was born there or not. Secondly, Supreme Court has failed to find out that any temple was demolished or not. the judgment is just on
You are
the
now
basis
you
of
are now
faith.
going to
That's
abuse
it.
the Supreme
Asta.
Court on my program.
Not on facts.
Is it going to come down to that?
Not
Aren't you a
on facts.
practicing lawyer yourself? How can you do
There is
something
no
like
other
that?
court. If India is part, if India had signed an international treaty with the international court, then we must surely went there.
And what international treaty did India sign with Aurangzeb?
We have no other option.
What international treaty did we sign with Aurangzeb?
We have no other legal course.
We have everything is going as per the legal process.
But it doesn't mean
Rizwan is responding to you.
that we accept it because it's a judgment by the Supreme Court, but it doesn't mean we
Arnab.
agree with it. No, it's against the very facts. The judgment was against the very facts present before the court.
Arnab, on 18 September 1991, Places of Worship Act came into force. In 1992, Hindus were denied the right to worship in the same Gyanvapi compound. The Act of 1991 was there and there violated in 1992 itself. And again I say as a lawyer, for God's sake, next debate, take out Places of Worship Act. Section 4/3 says that this act is not applicable to places of ancient and historical character. Please take out this act in the next program and let's debate that.
And this
4/3 is an exception.
Yeah, I know. I think it should be notified by
No, and I want to say one more thing, Mujib, listen. Now I'll tell you the fact. Mujib, I want to point out one more thing tonight. Viewers, I'll take 30 seconds. There is a 30 seconds, I'll say this. Please listen to me. Rizwan, listen to me. This is very important. There is a narrative which is being created on how Muslims are under threat and the places of worship of Muslims are being desecrated with state patronage. That is the biggest lie. I'll give 3 examples before I end. 2022, the Delhi High Court orders the NDMC and the Archaeological Survey of India to stop illegal construction around the Jama Masjid. 2021, India's first mosque in Kerala is restored at a cost of many crores. The Cheraman Juma Masjid in Kerala, dating back to the 7th century AD. Okay, 2021. Narendra Modi is Prime Minister. Ancient mosque Adhai Din Ka Jhopda in Ajmer is an ASI site. Okay, it's an ASI site. Okay, Adhai Din Ka Chopra. It has ruins of ancient temples in its premises. 2018, the Archaeological Survey of India, at a time when Narendra Modi is Prime Minister. See how everybody is quiet? I'm going to continue now. This is honorable. 2018, Archaeological Survey of India begins massive restoration work on Delhi's Jama Masjid. 2013, Modi's Gujarat government is restoring a mosque which is damaged in the 2002 riots. 2009, the Shah Alam Mosque, Ahmedabad, is restored by the ASI. You people want to spread this lie that mosques are under threat, that Muslims are under threat. Please don't do that. Keep the country secular. Let's believe in true secularism. And on the other side, ladies and gentlemen, a 35